So I will log in as admin and show you the settings that I'm using right now. So
yeah, so remember that the components of EasyPay, we've got EasyPay inside of EasyCommerce, but we have an AR portal. In other words, this is EasyCommerce here, except it's only Easy. We're dealing with the EasyPay admin functionality.
Yeah. So the condition I want to show you is for this demo, I set this up as payment terms equal to C1 and the next status for the order as 540. So this condition determines that any order hitting this status in JDE will be picked up by our workflow. And the scenario that I want to show you is an order which has been placed with no profile saved on EasyPay for a customer number 61524.
And showing the admin how we're doing a sale on this too.
This one is authorization.
Oh,
so,
this is only authorization.
Yeah, and what we are doing is here that we are only doing an authorization. So we'll do an authorize and delay capture. In the next scenario, I will show you the sale transaction also. And unapplied cash is also false right now. So this is a typical scenario that what you have right now, except that this is all going to go through the workflow. So let me start, placing the order. Before I place the order, I will log in as an AR user.
So Maxborn is like a finance.
It's like a finance user logging to the portal. And I want to show you that this is the customer I'm going to use. That's the credit card customer for this demo. So I'm going to set as this customer. And I will make sure that this customer has no payment profile saved. So now this is like a customer that has not done a credit card transaction with you before. And you go to JD Edwards and you start entering the order for that customer. So the customer number 161524, and that's the credit card customer that we have predefined. The definition of the credit card customer is that it goes to a payment term C1, which is defined in the AR for this customer, the AR record. So I'm going to say OK here. So the order number is 23135. And I'm going to say, put some orders here. So let's put 2 orders.
Or is that just something behind the scenes for you guys?
It's a terms code. Now, Suman, the C1 is a terms code, correct?
Yes, it's the payment terms. Yes. Yep.
Even terms code.
Yeah. That is driving the condition here for us to automatically pick that order and send it to the customer for approval. For the payment actually. So I'm going to do this here. So 23135, the order is created. And let me go back and show you this order back in E1. So this is the order. Now, our workflow will pick this order. And you see there is an email, EasyPay notification pending authorization. Your customer will get this email. So you place order in JDE. And the fact that it matches our EasyPay criteria for the workflow, we pick this order up and send this email to the customer. Customer gets this email. Now, email will come from 2 places. Email can come from, if this is a registered customer on our online store, then we know the email ID. If not, then we will use the who's who to notify the customer. So customer goes in here, see the email, and they say, okay, there is no default payment exists. So they will click on try again, and they will be taken to a portal.
Basically, it was the same portal that Maxborn used,
yes,
except now they're coming into that EasyPay portal, yes, as a customer.
They don't need any user ID and password for this. The parameters are encrypted, and they are secured. You can secure that with how many times you want to click. They can click it twice and it will expire it. You can also secure it with duration, that it's only good for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So, but they don't need user ID or password to go to this screen. It's directly tied to their transaction. They will say that, okay, they want to pay this with a new card. So I'll go ahead, but what I want to show you here is this frame source is loading.
So this is the iframe redirect to a PayPal hosted payment.
Or authorize.net or whatever. I'm not sure what payment gateway you are using, but this will be your payment gateway. So your customer is not even typing it in any form hosted by us. So we will never know the credit card number and not even see it.
And this is what's different is your CSRs, your finance people aren't even aware of it either. They're totally out of scope with entering the number. It's just the user with that encrypted URL within a hosted payment page at your payment gateway.
Okay, so I'm going to do an authorize now here. Now you see I have checked this button at the bottom which says save payment, save this for future use.
That's basically saying storage, tokenize it, and send back a token for reuse.
So now this authorization is success. And your, your transaction was processed. You see the authorization amount is 0. So we don't take any money. We just take verify the card for $0. There's a detailed report which your customer can see in more detail what's happening. I will come back to this report later on.
And that's a decision for you, whether to do a $0. In other words, just authenticate the card number, that there's, that it's good, and do the payment later.
So at this moment, this screen is done. So you have successfully charged the card. Customer will get the email saying that, okay, their card was actually authorized for $0. The authorization number, the order number it was used. So now, if I go to the portal and pull up the EasyPay report, I can look for that report here. So it tells me that, okay, there is an open transaction against this sales order. But by clicking on the details, your AR people can look at that, okay, this is now waiting for the ship line. We have defined in our system what makes a ship line. So what I will go ahead and do is I will go ahead and invoice that order, okay? So in a normal scenario, it will go through a pick slip, and you'll print the pick slip, you'll pick the order, you'll ship the order, you'll invoice the order, and you'll run the sales update. So to shortcut that whole operation, I just want to go ahead and create this invoice so that we complete this order. This order was placed. I'm looking for this job to finish. I'm sorry, the sales update. Okay, so it is completed, and I will have the invoice number. And the invoice number is generated was 312117. So now Easy Process will, let's go to the customer ledger. And I can pull this order, so invoice number 312117. So now there is an open amount against this order, and now there you go, it's gone. Because our workflow picks this order up, and because this order was paid, it automatically applies the charge and close the invoice. So if I go to EasyPay report and pull this up, you can see the entire history there. So you can see that, okay, this amount was authorized, but now this was actually captured. So these are the two payment transactions. The transaction workflow tells you that, okay, how many workflow open. This is more like an internal, but you can see how it moves from one status to another, update AR and verify JDE. It gives you the invoices that were closed. So you see that invoice number 312117 was paid with these amounts along with the payment ID from JDE and the batch number.
And we're doing the batch, interactively. If you wanted to do one end-of-day batch, no problem.
Yeah, and this is the payment history with the authorization number. So this was coming from the payment gateway, and this is the $0 off, and then captured for the full amount. If I go here and show you the email, so we send out an email to customers saying, giving this kind of details,
or internally,
or it can be sent out internally for your AR. So this was an example of you placing an order in JD Edwards and EasyPay picking it up, sending to a customer for authorization, and completing the order, completing and closing the invoice once you update the sales order. Second scenario I want to show you.
I just want to emphasize what's unique about this is cardholder data. Some people look at it from a people process, eyes, keyboard, and with the user doing it, if that is real important for the PCI considerations, we're taking it at the highest level possible.
Then it's all in JDE. You not have to do any kind of setup on EasyPay or any portal. Once it's set in place, day-to-day scenario runs automatic.